Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Wednesday night edition of Inside the Headset. Going to roll down to Alabama. Going to talk to my good buddy, Coach Will Hester with the Florence Falcons. He's on the phone. How you doing tonight, Coach?
What's up, Stuart?
Hey, not much. Hey, so do you feel like are you at the halfway point of your season?
We're one game short. So
Okay,
we're
all right.
3-1. I mean, this will be the halfway point for us.
Oh, okay. All right, after Friday night. Okay, so I want to pick it up with there. Well, all right, so let's talk right there. Coach Will Hester, head coach of the Florence Falcons. You know, it's kind of been a rocky season as I look at my notes on you. You know, you got that forfeit from Muscle Shoals, so you didn't play the first week. And then you went out and you lost to Austin 28-42, right?
Correct.
And then you went up and you beat Albertville and beat them real good 68-0. And then you had a forfeit with Bob Jones, right?
Yeah, they forfeited to us last week.
Okay. And now you got to play and you got to come back to Nashville and go out to Granny White Pike and take on Cody White and the 5-0 Brentwood Academy Eagles. BA.
Yes, sir.
BA. Big BA. Well, Coach, what's going on in Florence? Tell me about it. Tell me what's going on with the club.
Well, we're practicing every week like we're going to play on Friday night. Some weeks we have the rug jerked out from under us. Last week we were about an hour from loading the bus to head to Bob Jones when we got the word that we weren't going to get to play. And
what happened? Can you take us through that kind of what happened in the scenario? You're wherever you were and when you got the news.
Yeah, we were in the field house about to walk down the pregame meal and got the phone call from my athletic director who had heard from the Bob Jones AD that they had several kids test positive for the virus and we're going to have the Department of Health was going to make them quarantine the entire team. So.
And actually, just to give us, do you know how many numbers there were? And I'm not Tom Craig or anything, but I would like to play it just for 1 minute.
Yeah, I actually think that it's grown a little bit. It started out as a couple and then went to 5, and I think got to as many as 9 before the game was canceled, and then now it's in the double digits.
You bring up a great point, Will. When I was talking to him and MLB was talking about coming back and everything, and they thought a break point. They were hearing in the beginning that break point for MLB with 40-some-odd guys, and then you put the travel squad and everybody else. About 8 or 9 guys get it. That's it. Got to clamp her down. So I guess that's about right.
It's up to the Department of Health. They come in and look at the situation. Now they can do it with one if that person's been, they've not been following the protocols and doing all that kind of stuff, or if you've been doing things right and guys haven't really been around each other, it could be multiples, which I think was the case of Bob Jones there. So, it just depends on, kind of how the Department of Health feels like you've been handling things.
So get everybody off the bus, or you didn't even have them on the bus, so everybody goes home or you don't play. So did you all take off and what'd you all do, try to get on video and watch Brentwood Academy play?
Yeah, obviously we'd already had some film on them, and their games live streamed through the little BA network. So some of our guys watched that, and some of our guys went and scouted other teams.
Okay. So that ended that Friday night. Then you did the trade. And, only playing, I'm looking at 2 games, and you got to play a team that's 5-0 and get on the road and come up here. What do you think? Talk to me.
We should be fresh, Stork. That's what I can say. We should be fresh.
Well, injury-wise, you don't have any injuries or anything, or are you coming in with everything?
We've lost a receiver with a collarbone for the year.
Okay.
One of our senior receivers, but outside of that, knock on wood, pretty healthy.
Coming in with everything you got.
Yeah, we're going to leave it all out there. We're going to give Cody White and the Brentwood Academy Eagles everything the Florence Falcons have.
Well, this will be a great test for you. You're going to find out real quick where you are. You've already kind of found out a little bit with the Austin game, but this is really going to tell you a lot, isn't it, Coach, with the team?
Absolutely. It's kind of the, with us not having played in a couple of weeks because of forfeitures and things of that nature, it's another measuring stick for us kind of for the end of the season and see how we've gotten things tuned up and for the stretch run headed in the playoffs, hopefully.
I've been over there to Carlton Flat Field several times. Have you coached in the arena over there?
Not in a varsity game.
I didn't
When I
think
was at
so.
Nolensville, we played some JV over there. We've
Yeah,
done a
and
bunch of
then
7-on-7 over
and
there,
then
but
you
never
were at
over varsity.
then you were at Brentwood for a little while, wasn't you?
Yeah.
And
they
you
were
all
on
went
the
you all
schedule
went
at
up
that
the
time.
y'all went up the road and played them when you was at Brentwood, didn't you? For
They
Brentwood.
weren't on the schedule when I was there.
Really?
Yep.
Was that at the time?
Brentwood and BA have only played twice in the history of the two schools.
Why not? Why do they not play, Coach?
I think for a while there were some hard feelings with some of those kids that would have been Brentwood kids, going across to the private school side, things of that nature. I
Hey,
think now
Coach. Hey,
Crawford's over
Coach.
there.
I don't mean this. You ain't winning the state championship with kids from Brentwood, just like I'm not winning them from kids. It takes. You got to get some gunpowder somewhere. I mean, there's got to be. You got to have some speed. It just don't happen, and I don't mean that mean. But it's just
I don't know, Stork. We beat Maryville, won the state of Raven.
Now I will admit, but see where was in the zoning and everything. When you look at that zoning, what do you attribute your zone? What's different from now that you're out of the circle? Looking at the zoning of Brentwood versus Ravenwood, what gave you that advantage?
I think more of the new growth, the new construction, all that kind of stuff was out.
Just
that
not
section.
a boxed-in area. You got to buy whatever's existing, right?
Yeah, in the Brentwood High Zone, there's very little new construction, new growth. So that may be the key. And, it was growing really fast. Nolensville High ended up being built because of Ravenwood's growth at that time. So,
do you see Nolensville going to 6A?
I think they will definitely eventually. I think they'll make a stop at 5A for a little while after this next reclassification, but I think they definitely end up there. Nolensville's growing like a weed. Yeah,
it is. It is. Well, Coach, I wish you the best of luck as you roll up here on Friday night. Should be a good trip for you,
Stuart, don't be shocked when you see the score and see the Falcons shock the world now.
You know where I'm going to be Friday night, and I have been a lucky. God's been so good to me. I have not missed a backyard brawl since 2009, and I'm going to get to broadcast it Friday night, and just real excited to see Blackman and Riverdale.
Awesome, man. Sounds good. Enjoy your time.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking to some people, and it's going to happen. I do want you to know there is some good, influential people that I know in the lower Alabama area. A good friend of mine, and I've got two really good friends down there, and one of them's got a lot of pull, and especially at a little place called McGill-Tulane. And,
yes, sir.
And they are going to see to it. They want me to come down and do a game at McGill-Tulane, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to go to Lower Alabama and do a game at McGill-Tulane. I want to do that before I quit this thing. I think that would be fun. I'd like to do several down there. I'd like to do a Bay Minette. I'd like to do a Spanish Fort game. I'd like to do
the Toros. That's one of the best mascots in all of high school football.
And I'd like to do a little Foley, and I'd like to do a little. I'd like to do me a season in L.A. Maybe do me a. I don't know. I may do me something special. Go down there and just live
that'd be good. Live for a whole season.
Well, yeah. I mean, and document and just ease around and do some stuff. It's something on my mind. Judy, I don't know if she'll let me go. But anyway, we can't talk about that right now. But anyway, be safe, and I hope you be careful coming up here. You shouldn't have any problems. Should be a pretty simple trip. But good luck Friday night.
Thanks, Ted. Appreciate you, buddy.
See you. Bye.